Today I'm talking to John Barclay from Barclay Safety Solutions, based out of Perth, Western Australia. Hi, John. And John, can I just ask you to start off by telling us a little bit about Barclay Safety Solutions, but also how Global Safety Index came onto your radar?
Yeah, look, thanks, Brendan. It's a pleasure to take the opportunity to talk to you and your viewers about this exciting partnership. So look, for me, I started Barclay Safety Solutions with one real clear purpose, and that was to help eliminate fatalities in the workplace. We really genuinely care about people, so it's really important for us that we're able to help businesses get the right strategies in place to achieve that goal of eliminating fatalities. I know safety in itself can be quite overwhelming for people, so I'm really focused on trying to keep it as simple as possible for every business to get their safety strategies right. And we at Barclay Safety Solutions focus on three key things. One, helping businesses identify their critical exposures. We also help them identify strategies that will effectively reduce and control those exposures for them in their workplace, and set up the right processes for them to monitor their progress. So for us, when we started, we had everything we needed around helping businesses identify those exposures. We also had all the right experience and principles around getting those effective control measures in place for those exposures. What we were really missing was having a very simple, effective tool to help them really monitor their progress and measure their performance to make sure that they were heading in the right direction. So I started to research. I started to look out for different opportunities. So I was looking at what it would take to develop our own process for monitoring safety performance, and also look for what technology was already out there. Now, in my network, GSI got highly recommended, so I reached out, and that's how I got to be talking to you guys a few months ago.
So, John, what was missing, did you think, that you saw GSI could provide?
Yeah, so for us, it was really clearly in that monitoring space. So we had very effective processes for businesses around identifying and controlling their exposure. And really, most businesses, I was guiding them down what they were already using, and typically spreadsheets and those sorts of tools to monitor their safety performance. And really, we didn't have clear technology around helping to identify and inform businesses around their culture and around their leadership. Because for us, we really help organisations focus on three measures. One is their safety performance, so that's their indicators around controlling exposure and the outcome of their exposures, but also understanding how to identify and measure their culture in the business, because culture drives that performance. So it was really important for us to have that tool identifiable to guide them around their culture measures. And we also wanted to make sure that we could give them a way to look at their leadership capabilities in their business, because we know leadership fosters the culture. So for us to complete the value proposition, we really needed to find that right technology that would accomplish those three things: setting up really good monitoring practices for their safety indicators, give them a way to measure their culture on a routine basis, and a way to actually keep engaging with their leaders' capabilities to make sure they're focusing on the right things. So that's how I saw GSI's technology helping us complete that process.
John, how do you look at integrating GSI within the Barclay Safety Solutions strategy for your clients?
Yeah, look, and that was really the whole point of reaching out to GSI and understanding the technology and moving it forward. For us, our strategy, we roll out what's called a care program, which takes an organisation through the journey of identifying those exposures critical for their business, developing those strategies around controlling and reducing those exposures, hence care, controlling and reducing exposure. And for us then, it was really being able to plug in and offer the opportunity for a client to actually then put some sustaining mechanisms around that program for monitoring it. So it was really important to us to find the right technology and the right service solution for our clients to be able to measure those things effectively. Because once we step away and let the client move through that, we wanted them to have their own ongoing process around monitoring and measuring that. And that's how we saw that collaboration occurring towards the end part of the program is to work collaboratively with the client, ourselves, and GSI on establishing those processes for monitoring their progress.
So what value do you think, John, that your clients will get from this integration of, Barclay Safety Solutions and GSI?
Yeah, look, the main value I wanted to make sure our clients got was they got access to the best technology and the best information. So I started our business because I believe we're the experts in helping businesses create cultures that care about their people's safety and well-being. And I wanted to make sure that whatever technology we gave them around monitoring that was the best around. And GSI provide the best technology around monitoring, measuring, and benchmarking their performance to world-class practices. So for me, it's a win-win value proposition for our clients. We focus on our value to the client, which is helping coach them through that journey of identification and controlling exposure, and they get access to the best technology coming from GSI, which is all around monitoring their performance and measuring their progress as they move forward.